Welcome back to the vlog, guys. You join us as we're just leaving the last place that we stayed at. That pool was amazing, but we picked up two people that work there and they want to lift just 10 minutes up the road, so we're happy to help. Turkish are the loveliest people. Right, we're heading to Istanbul, but it's over 5 hours away and we've left quite late. It's already 2:30, so we could drive for the rest of the afternoon and get there this evening, but we'll probably find a stop along the way and break the trip up. Right, I've been driving for over 2 hours now, and we're nearly out of fuel. There's been no fuel stations, there's no service stations on the motorway I've been driving on, so I've just come off and my range is gone completely. I've literally just got the fumes left in the tank, and we're trying to get to it. We've gone to 2 petrol stations that don't have fuel, so whatever that is all about. But we've got another one coming up. How far, Linz?
1 kilometre.
1 kilometre.
And it's downhill, so we can go.
It is. And there's no fuel station. But I can see another one on the other side of the road, so if I could just turn around here. What a palaver, just to get a bit of fuel. Oh, you thought charging an electric car was hard enough, huh? Come on. There's a Shell just across the road. If I just find somewhere to turn around, we're all good. Here we go. Yay! Shell. We made it. Oh, man. Right, guys, that was an empty tank. He managed to fit 86 litres in here, which was 3,825 Turkish lira, which came out at £90.79. And we have a winner, because that is 105.5 per litre. That's the cheapest fuel we've had yet, just over 105. Whilst I'm on it, let me give you the stats. We've done nearly 5,000 miles, 4,985 miles. Average speed of 34 miles an hour, travel time 147 hours, and we're down to 24.2 miles per gallon, just to keep you up to date with the stats. Right, onwards, Istanbul. Okay, they've shut the motorway, and the other route, it's dreadful. The traffic is absolutely backed up. We're going no speed at all, so we're not going to make it to Istanbul today. We'll find a park up and drive the rest of the way there tomorrow, I think. Okay, I've driven till I'm shattered. It's 7:30 now. We're probably an hour and a half, 2 hours from Istanbul, and I found a stop right here outside of dealers where they allow you to stay for up to 2 days, and they have free electric, free water, free services as well. And the owner's just come on by, and lovely guy. He said, help yourself, plug in. So there you go. I'm going to leave a link to these guys in the description. What they're offering is a fantastic thing. If you're motorhome in Turkey and you're in the area and need a couple of days free, this is the place. So we've plugged in here, we've got water there, and he said that we can empty the loo there. So I've got the cooker out, that's up on here, and we'll cook dinner outside tonight because it's too warm in there. Hi my love, what do you think of a dinner?
It's a bit of a ready steady cook moment. I've got chicken, and I've got parsley, and I've got garlic, and I've got a little bit of pasta sauce that we were using as a dipping sauce. I'm thinking if I add some shukuk to it, it will create like a seasoned oil that will bulk out the sauce.
Already doing things with that lovely sausage.
I know. So I'm just working out whether we go pasta. I think we'll go pasta with it. George wants pasta.
Yeah,
we haven't got any cheese.
A few moments later.
So George and I popped over to the Migros shop and got some real cheese, and we got some tinned tomatoes and a few bits. So you've got everything you need to make us a meal, my love.
Oh, yeah, I could have made us a meal anyway, but I think this will just enhance it.
She's making a meal of it. And kitchen set up out here because you don't want to cook in there in this heat. Harry's been keeping an eye on things.
Although under this heat, I'd be under the aircon. So.
Well,
thank you, Hazzy.
We've got the electric, so we can have the aircon tonight.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Go Hazza. And there we have it. Fantastic chicken pasta dish. Thank you, my love.
I didn't even really cook it. I helped prepare it and manage, but Harry was the man in charge of the pans.
What was you saying about this place looking so tidy?
It was looking tidy. I've spent quite a lot of time over the last 12 hours clearing it up. Love it when it looks tidy.
It is beautiful when it's tidy, isn't it?
Yeah. This place has been perfect for the night. It was a completely free stop. We were able to use electric and service the van as much as we needed. It also looks like it's a service centre. We've met a gentleman who's damaged his caravan. He's bringing it in for them to work on. They look like they supply and fit all your sundries. So if something happens to your van and you're in the north of Turkey, this might be a great place to stop.
Okay, let's talk supermarkets.
We've realised we're very brand loyal when it comes to supermarkets. We like Lidl in Europe, and in Turkey we really like Migros.
Yeah, there are a few. BIM is one of them, another very popular one. But Migros have different ones. They have little ones, they have big ones, stuff like that. This is a medium one, an MMM Migros. So
the number of M's shows you how big or little it is.
Right.
Unless it's a jet, which I think translates to express.
Right.
In the same way as Tesco's.
Isn't it? Let's go and get some shopping. There's always a good selection of fruit and veg in these places. And these tomatoes look great, and look at these peppers. We've got to get some of these, haven't we? In fact, these ones look even better. And not all the supermarkets do beer, but this one does. And FS Malt, my favourite. And spirits as well, not very cheap. There's a lot of tax on drink in this country. So yeah, the liquor here is as expensive or more expensive than at home. This bottle of JMO, 32 quid. And we've got two trolleys this time. I've got the one with the water and the juice and the beer. Lindsay's got the one with the food. Just to show you, we've got the fridge at the back well stocked with all kinds. And the overflow is under the seat here, look. Where we've got plenty of room more for water and beer and Sprite and etc. Right, now we're all stocked up. Let's go to Istanbul. So we are just approaching Istanbul. We are just leaving Asia and going back over into Europe across the bridge. Now there is a tunnel that would have been quicker route, but it's a maximum of 2.8 meters. So we're not going to fit on that one. So make sure you avoid the lower crossing into Istanbul if you're over 2.8 meters, that is. I hope you've enjoyed the series so far, guys. If you're new here, we've been traveling around. We've been in Turkey for I've been in Turkey for almost 4 weeks. Lindsay joined me a couple of weeks ago, and we've still got the whole of Europe to get back up through in 3 weeks. So if you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, we'd appreciate that. There's also a link to a playlist down below for the whole series. Also, last summer we drove our motorhome to Africa, and we did a great series around Morocco, so I'll leave a link to that playlist below as well. And we made it unscathed. Goodness me, that drive through Istanbul was mental, absolutely mental. There's a lot of vans here, and most of them are Italian. You found the washing machine, my love?
Yep, first load is already on. Bedding and drying mat and towels, that kind of thing, while we're here. But I do recognise this car park.
Of course, yes.
I do.
They were parked over here, weren't they?
I don't know where they were, but yeah.
Yes, it's all recognisable, isn't it, from Tread the Globe's visit here through lockdown. Right. Okay, she's got one load done, and she's asked for the octopuses to hang them up. All right, my love.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Look how it is here. Very rustic, just outside. But it's free. Okay, Harry wants to watch football. So I asked the guy at the campsite, and he's rung through to the Ottoman Lounge, and they're going to put the game on his laptop there for him. So we're heading there now, leaving Lindsay to doing the washing still. I just love Istanbul. Walking around these thin streets with just so many shops and sellers. Everything you can buy here. It's fantastic. There we are. This is where there's lots of restaurants and stuff. And this is a hive of activity at night. Looking a bit quiet right now, but this really gets lively later. Here we go. Yes, my brother. Good, how you doing? You alright? Thank you, man. Okay, they don't have the football on the TV, but they set up their laptop here for him, and they're streaming it. Happy boy.
Promise Manchester Derby.
Right, the boys have gone on ahead of me, and I'm just waiting for another load of washing to swap around. But in the meantime, I was actually just checking out our Surfshark deal. If you don't know what Surfshark is, it's a VPN. That's a virtual private network. And I use it whenever I'm surfing the internet, whether I'm out and about on public Wi-Fi, or even if I'm using it on my phone to change my IP address. Your IP address is your physical location of your device, and what Surfshark allows you to do is mask that, so you look like you're anywhere in the world and you can access your UK content. At the moment, I'm on my Amazon store looking for new books to add onto my Kindle because I've just finished another great book. We've been using Surfshark for years now because it's one of the only VPN providers that allows you to have unlimited devices under one account. So we can all have our phones and our iPads or whatever gadgets we need on the go. We can all be safe while we're using them. As well as being able to mask our IP addresses, we like the fact that it creates a safe tunnel between the device and the internet. It protects you from the baddies and even the big corporations who want more information than you perhaps want to give them. If you think Surfshark is something you might like to try, scan the QR code here or use a link in the description, and when you add the code Radford, you'll get an extra 4 months completely free. Now, I have got a whole reading list of books that I'm going to download, but before I can completely do that, I need to go and swap the washing. And then I want a cocktail.
Okay, it's half time and Lindsay's joined us and she's ordered a margarita.
When in Istanbul, drink all the cocktails.
Enjoy, my love. Oh, happy with that?
Everton can't do nothing.
Nacho, tidy.
Yeah, go Nacho, go. Okay, we've asked for the bill and of course they won't let us leave unless we have some apple tea and watermelon. So that was great, if not a little expensive, so we're going to try and find a cheaper area to eat tonight. I was having nightmares about bringing the camera back down to these little streets like this. Everything here look 200 TL, which is less than a fiver. That is so cheap. Everything in that shop, every pair of trainers, less than £5. So what do you think of Istanbul so far?
This little neighbourhood is really cool. It feels like we've kind of stumbled into someone else's neighbourhood that's come alive in the evening because the temperature's dropped. It's really nice.
Isn't it?
Like it?
The boys are struggling with sizes. They take 46, 47, and there's not much choice for them there. No luck, boys? No. They've got 2 big feet. Jump down here. Okay. 4. Okay, that's everyone fed and watered for £18.90. Ridiculously cheap. This place is mental. We just keep finding new bits to explore. I mean, check this bit out here. Awesome as?
Yeah, really good.
Okay, there's thousands and thousands of people heading this direction, so don't know where they're going, but we're going to follow them. Well, there it is, Istanbul Festival. Huh?
We saw this on the way in, we were kind of like, ooh, that looks fun.
Isn't it?
But we've not looked at tickets or anything yet.
No, absolutely. And Georgie's getting a bit tired. Let's head back to the van, shall we?
Let's do it.
And back to the caravan park. Yay. And there's a game going on, of course. And there's a party going on down there. And a Tesla Model Y performance. And boy, it's filled up in here since we were gone. There was actually no space at all left. It's heaving.
There's at least an extra 4 since we left.
Right, he said it was full yesterday and it's full again today.
Yeah.
Have you got a new friend, George? Oh, he looks very comfortable there, doesn't he? You want to call him Button?
I think that was just the first thing that came to me.
Okay.
Can you stop crowding around him, please? He's a cat, okay? Scaring him off now.
So Harry and I was kicking the ball around and Harry was doing his usual freestyle tricks. He's a very talented player and he loves his football. Well, clearly the guy's playing because he's talented with the football. So when they were a player down, they asked if he wanted to play. And of course, he was thrilled to be asked to play. Look at him out there. You can see he's in his element when playing and he gives it his whole. Harry just loves football, and I know this moment right here was one of the highlights of our trip for him, and certainly one he'll remember for some time. Go on, Haz. They played for an hour, and then he played with the Italian kids at the campsite until around 2 o'clock in the morning. Good morning. What a fab night last night was. We had so much fun, even just back at the site here. Anyway, this morning Lindsay's got us booked on to a walking tour, a free walking tour, first one of the trip. So we've gone for McDonald's milkshake, we've got Biscoff, strawberry, and Lynn's gone for a corn on the cob.
Yeah, I couldn't have the sugar high. 30 TL, which is, anyone?
50 odd pence.
50p? There's lots of salt in it. Oh my god. You want a bite?
Yeah. Hot. That bangs. That is banging.
We keep seeing the corn on the cobs on the streets everywhere. It's the first time we've stopped for one. There's a fine mist in front of a lot of the restaurants, and it's to keep you cool, and there's fans and things. It's beautiful, it feels great, but it's going to make my hair curl. This is absolutely incredible. I am having the very best time. This city is amazing, and we've just learned in the last 5 minutes about 2,600 years worth of history. All the different empires. I'm sure I'm going to give you more as we go, but I've got to keep up with the game. Come to the Hippodrome, which was the original horse racing area here in Istanbul. And this monument behind me is over 3,600 years old. The Romans brought it here from ancient Egypt. And it's been in this place for 1,600 years and has survived 7 massive earthquakes. We're about to go inside the Blue Mosque, and I was looking at a scarf earlier and didn't actually buy one, so I borrowed one.
And unfortunately, they hand them out to you here, so
Is
no
this
problem.
enough for my hair?
Yeah, I think so. You look great.
You find, yeah. We put the shoes to the exit door.
Okay, we're going to go put our shoes by the exit because you can't put shoes inside. Oscar has brought us into this Blue Mosque, and it's absolutely stunning. He's one of the most incredible storytellers I have ever met. He is bringing so much of this tour to life. He's given us 2 main facts about this place and why it's so famous. The first is the blue tiles that decorate the interior, and the second fact is about the minarets. There are 6 minarets here, and yesterday I was googling what is the difference between a mosque with 1 minaret and 2. He's brought it all to life, and I completely understand everything now.
How's the mosque for you?
It was absolutely incredible, absolutely beautiful. Loved it. I've got a great tip. The Basilica Cistern is actually a Roman time water storage that was underwater, so it could be protected during siege times. The tip is ordering your ticket online is €25 per person, but if you do that, you skip the massive queue outside. We're now in a 1,500-year-old water tank that is a beautiful temperature. It's lovely and cool, but it's also one of the most beautiful restaurants I've ever seen. Coming to the Sultan's Garden by the Topkapi Palace, and one of the stories he's really brought alive is of the harems. Don't forget to go in and see the women's side of the palace. There could have been up to 1,000 wives there, and they were guarded by men that were over 2 meters tall. They came from Zanzibar, so they were big and black, and they were castrated on the way here, so they were eunuchs, and they were called the guardians.
So I want to show you one historical building of Istanbul. If you look that way, at the back side, you see a pink building with an iron stick on top of it. That was terminal station for Orient Express. The famous train Orient Express. It was operating between Paris and Istanbul in the 19th century. Celebrities at that time, they were traveling with that train to see Oriental life. They came from Paris to Istanbul actually. So that was stationed at that time. But these celebrities, when they came here, they need a place, a 5-star hotel to stay. There was no 5-star hotel at that time. So they built first 5-star hotel for the clients of Orient Express in the year 1892 in Taksim right now, in Pera Palace. Still active hotel, Pera Palace Hotel, famous hotel. Agatha Christie, she came here with the Orient Express. She stayed 11 days in that hotel. She wrote that famous book, Murder in the Orient Express. The room of Agatha Christie today still can be seen actually. People are paying double price just to stay in her room. This one today, half restaurant, half museum. Later, you can go take some pictures.
There's a big queue here.
So there's this big queue here.
This guy's on YouTube, that's what it is.
Bazaar, Egyptian bazaar. Spices were coming via Egypt 400 years ago. That's why called Egyptian market as well. Let's go and see inside. 1664 construction time. Have an idea about Oriental bazaar culture.
This place is incredible. It's so beautiful. The tour has been brilliant. Oscar has been absolutely fantastic. Probably my favourite walking tour ever. And
There you
that's
go,
saying
that's
a lot.
saying a
We've
lot.
done so, haven't we?
He's really good, isn't he? We'll leave a link in the description for this one, guys.
And we're absolutely starving, so we're going to go get some lunch.
So we've come back to the Median Kag Kebab. This is the place that me and Ed came because it was like really high, 4.9 on Google, and the food was really good too. And there you go. He's got a kag and we've got a mixed kebab meat here. Oh good, you enjoyed it?
Yeah, it was great, it was great. The meat's impeccable. Chicken wings, Adana, the local thing they got, the kag, it was great. Even the little chicken pieces, loved it to bits.
Okay, I asked for the bill, but I remember last time they brought this out, this extra pudding. So it's like a semolina with ice cream, boys. Well, that was superb, and this whole area is superb. I definitely want to come back and try some other restaurants here. Our tour guide said the locals eat here. So, and back to the van, and George has already settled down with his favourite cat, and Harry is playing football with the locals here. Of course he is. He's in his element, parked next to a football pitch. Good morning. Wow, what another great evening. These city sights are something special for mixing with other people. It really, really is good. Harry's made lifelong friends with the Italian guys. They were off into town. They were playing football again till 2 o'clock this morning. And then there was up this morning. One of them is so talented. He's not only good at sports, he was playing his guitar this morning and showing us a song that he'd written.
No, puoi finire il terzo livello. Non lo finisci? No, invece. Sei arrivato a 70 Ah, perché è vero.
It goes like this. Wow. Is it good?
Beautiful. And the fact that
He's walking on.
that's come from nowhere and you've made this.
I can move now. My back was stuck.
You were doing yoga.
Yeah.
Right, it's been a bit of a lazy morning, but I'm just pulling the guys together and we're going to go out into town again. Now, we was meant to be here for 2 days. We've extended it for a 3rd day because I said last night, Istanbul is my new favourite city ever. I love this place. Harry's the same. It really is something special. Love it. So we're so far down, we're going to stay for another day in Istanbul. We've got a few days in the bank, so we can do that. It's no problem. So yeah, we're going to go and do Tiska Square, I believe. We're going to start at the Gelato Tower anyway and work our way down that street that the guide said we should visit. We also need to pop into the post office to sort the tolls system out, which we're still trying to work out, and we'll let you know just as soon as we figure it all out anyway. All right?
Yes.
The Gelato Tower, let's do this.
Tower.
Right, have you read up about it? Come on, give me a piece.
This is the Galata Tower. It's from the first quarter of the 6th century. It's been knocked down and rebuilt a couple of times now. It was originally built as a lighthouse. It's also been used as an observatory, and from about the 1700s onward it was used as a fire watch tower as well. And if they spotted a fire, they'd bang a big drum to let everyone know. Now it's a massive tourist destination. How cool is this old-fashioned tram? We've been dropped off by the taxi by the tower and we had a good look round, and within 30 minutes obviously the kids are hungry because they're boys and they're always hungry. So we've taken a little walk around and found a restaurant that's got a happy hour between 10 and 5 Monday to Friday. And the beer here is so cheap.
Georgie's gone for a 4 cheese. What do you got there, mate? Diablo?
Diablo, yeah.
Awesome. Looks good, buddy. Our favourite pizza, right? Okay. And Mum's ordered this one here, look. Wow. What's this one?
Burrata.
Okay.
So when I open this, it should, are you ready? Oh, it's not quite so easy.
Okay. Fantastic. Love it. So they said they want to give us free desserts, and who are we to disagree with? So the boys have got a tiramisu. And what have we got here?
Panna cotta.
Panna cotta. Enjoy, guys.
Yeah. This is like a custardy dessert.
All right. Good. That's tiramisu, boys.
Lemonade.
What did you just say about your panna cotta?
That was probably the loveliest dessert I've ever eaten. I love that. Panna cotta, my new favourite.
Shopping for souvenirs now. The boys want bracelets. Well, technically, Harry's always had bracelets, but George just realised which of his brothers is a really cool brother and the one's Cafe. So he's copying his style.
Looking good, Georgie. Show us your bracelet. Looks good, mate. Awesome. Hey, and has as well. Fantastic. Right, into the PTT to sort this road tax thing out. We're only in the post office, and he's got a gun.
So when we first came into Fethiye, we went to the PTT to register our vehicle for the toll system, and we'd already been in the country a week or so. We didn't know how to load it up. The app didn't work, the online system didn't work. The only thing that's worked is coming into the post office, and we have racked up a grand total of 65 Turkish lira, which is about £3 worth, and we've been on the toll system for quite a long time. So actually, we've done all right. I'm quite happy to pay that. I feel like it's a good investment to get on those good roads as well.
And we've loaded up a bit more in case we rack up some more.
Exactly. So hopefully we'll be able to leave Turkey and we won't get stuck by customs being charged lots and lots of money and fines and things, because we've hopefully dealt with it now. Looks like we're here on the 100th anniversary of Turkey.
I've been in Turkey for almost a month now, and although I had my hair cut when we arrived in Istanbul, it needed another trim, especially the sides. As you'll remember, the last barber took way too much off the top. So, as we were wandering back, I spotted a local barber shop that looked nice and busy. So I popped in, and he said it would be 80 Turkish lira, which is around £1.80. So I was happy with that. Now, it started off just fine. He got the trimmers, and he went around the sides, just as I'd asked for. And once he had done that, he blended it all in and got out the razor to neaten it up. He then trimmed my eyebrows and got the brush out to brush off all the hair, and I thought, right, we're done. So I asked Harry to get me 100 lira to pay the guy. And he said 80. Yeah. It was then that things took a little bit of a turn. The guy came back with some hot wax and started applying it to my face. It was hot. He was cooling the stuff down a little before applying it, but it was still very hot. He then went around covering my forehead in wax, and then my ears. He then went for my nose, cleaned all around it before shoving a couple of sticks up there with hot wax on. Now, I'd heard that Turkish barbers do extra treatments, but I've never had anything like this in my life, and I wasn't expecting it. So I didn't know what to do. I just sat there hoping it would be over soon, as I couldn't hear much, and I could only breathe out of my mouth. The guy came back with some shampoo or conditioner and started washing my hair whilst waiting for the wax to dry.
So we've just popped into the barber's because, you know, Steve needs an absolute full facial, everything by the looks of it. How you doing there, love?
Oh, it's alright.
Okay.
I asked him to trim the sides, that's for him.
It was then I was in for the real pain as he started to remove the wax from my face.
You fancy this, George?
He then applied moisturising cream all over my face, then went about yanking the last pieces of wax from my ears.
Well, you've got really nice and clean ears now, Dad.
I should hope so. Wow.
And then we get the picture.
After removing my gown, he started to massage my neck and shoulder, which was nice. I did like that bit. Wow. You don't get this at number one barbers. He stretched my arms, almost pulling me out of the chair, and then started waving them about, and finished the massage trying to get the knots out of my back. Wow. I'm a changed man. All that was left was to wash off my face and hair, which he did. Then there was another round of washing or conditioning my hair again, another rinse off and a dry. He shoved in some cotton wool to dry my ears, applied a lotion to my face, gave my head a good massage, a quick head scratch and a blow off with a hairdryer, a little hairspray all round, another blow off with a dryer, and we were done. Like a new man. Thank you, sir. Wow, fantastic. And we're back at the van, and they're jamming them in here, look. They are jamming them in. Good morning. Lindsay squeezed in a couple more washes last night. She's just collecting the clothes now. Good morning, my love.
Good morning.
Everything washed?
And dried.
Excellent.
These octopuses are brilliant.
Aren't they?
They really are. I keep taking the pegs off to hang things like towels on lines. And then just put them back on.
Leaving this campsite's going to be a bit tricky, so I had to think outside the box for this one.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you get yourself out of an overcrowded inner city campsite. Istanbul has been absolutely incredible. We are both completely in love with it and can't wait to come back and visit again. And I think we'll do it as city breaks as well, just the two of us. There's so much more we need to explore. Next stop, Bulgaria. We're heading to the border.